I'm ready, dude. You know, 4th and long. You gotta man up. This one's for Pop, man. Get well soon. Motherfucker comes to my show and has a goddamn stroke. What a prick.
Who is ready for the main event? Ladies and gentlemen, he is coming to the stage right now. The one you've been waiting for. The highlight of the evening, Jonas Garbage!
Oh, yeah, baby. Acme Comedy Theater, Hollywood, California. How are you doing tonight? Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, we're gonna tear this motherfucker up. Yeah, baby. And I look out here, and my crowd is here. My crowd is here. And you know who my crowd is? You know who my crowd is? My crowd is outlaw bikers, iron workers, alcoholics, and slutty women. And some of y'all meet all 4 categories. No, man, that's my crowd. You know, that's my crowd. Outlaw bikers, iron workers, slutty women, and alcoholics. But for some reason, I have never been nominated for a Kids' Choice Award. Nickelodeon will not return my agent's phone calls. No, man, but I'm glad y'all came out to join me tonight for what will be my 3rd 1-hour comedy special. That's right, we're doing number 3 tonight, you know, and when I started doing comedy, when I first started, I'm like, you know, they give like 3 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck am I talking about for 3 minutes? You know? And now here we are doing number 3, and I want to thank you guys for being here, because I couldn't do it without you, man. You guys are the best, man. You guys are the best. And I can't think of anywhere else. You know, a lot of comics take their specials on the road. No, fuck that. I do my shit in LA, man. Because LA is where it's at. I love living in LA. Greatest city on the planet, brother. City ages. You know what I'm saying? But the problem with living in LA is everyone else around the world, everyone else around the country, hates our fucking guts. They do, man. They hate us. I don't know what their problem is, man. I don't know if they've never been here. You know, they're jealous, you know, because we got the best weather, right? We got plenty to see and do. And LA is the only place at the right time of year, you can go snowboarding in the morning, surfing in the afternoon, and still have enough time to go get Botox and breast implantations before dinner. LA, baby. But no, man, people hate on LA. They hate it. They hate it. And when I play the road, people always come up to me after the show, man. They always come to me after the show like, I don't see how you live in LA. You live in that LA? How do you live in LA with all the traffic and the earthquakes and the fires and the shootings? I can never live in LA with the traffic and the earthquakes and the fires and the shootings. Okay, I'll give you that. Right. Yeah, you know, I mean, we got some traffic in LA, right? We do. But like, people are always talking about the negative part of LA traffic, right? The negatives, you know? Look at the positives, right? Look at the positives. You're stuck in the LA traffic, going nowhere on the freeway, and you do get into an accident. The worst thing that happens is you spill your beer. That's it, you know? There's no property damage. Nobody's getting hurt. You just spill some beer. And even if the asshole that hit you pulls up alongside and he's like, shouldn't we pull over and exchange information? No. I'm just gonna grab another beer. I'll see you on the 101 tomorrow, brother. Oh man, people are crazy. Always coming up to me, man, after the gigs on the road. They're like, I don't see how you live in LA. You live in LA with all the earthquakes and the fires and the shootings. How do you live with all the earthquakes? Okay, yeah. We got some earthquakes, right? And every now and then we get a bad one, like every 25 years, right? But 99% of the time, when we get an earthquake, all that happens is the ground shakes for 5 seconds, a book falls off the shelf, you spill a little beer, and you go on about your fucking day. You know? But people are nuts, man. I always come and be like, I don't see how you live in LA with the fires and the shootings. You live there with the fires and the shootings. How you live with those fires? Yeah, we got some fires in LA, right? And, you know, once in a while, somebody loses a house or a car or whatever. 99% of the time, when we get a fire, all it does is burn up a bunch of fucking trees. Last I checked, trees will grow back. So fuck you, I'm gonna keep throwing my cigarette out the car window. Yeah. But people are nuts, man. They don't get it. They come to me after the like, I don't think I live in any of the shooting. How do you live in another shooting? Every time I turn to LA, there's shootings in LA. Yeah, got some shootings in LA. But generally, the shootings only happen in neighborhoods I don't go in. I mean, unless I'm going out for soul food. Hey, all I said was soul food. You racist motherfuckers made up your own mind on that one, man. No, but people are nuts, man. They are. They're fucking crazy, man. They always come up to me. Like, I'll get this one, too, on the road. They're like, well, I don't see how you live in LA. Because where we live in our community, it's one of those communities, you don't have to lock our doors. Where we live, it's just so perfect. We don't even have to lock our doors. And when somebody comes up and tells me that they live somewhere where they don't have to lock their doors, I immediately excuse myself from the conversation and I go rob their fucking house. You know, couple of reasons. One, they're idiots and fucking deserve it. And two, comedy does not pay as well as you think it does. And I want to watch football on a big screen too. You know? But it's LA, man. We got our bullshit in LA. We have our bullshit, but our bullshit only happens once in a while. Everywhere else around the world, everywhere else around the country, their bullshit happens all the fucking time. Every year, like clockwork, in, out. I mean, it happens every fucking year. They get cold, they get snow, they get tornadoes, they get fucking hurricanes. And I see people bitching about their surroundings on social media, like they're shocked where they live when it's cold and snowy and all that bullshit, you know? I'll see on Facebook, motherfuckers be like, I can't believe it's 30 below here. Like, dude, you live on the North Pole. Santa Claus don't wear shorts for a fucking reason. You know? Or I'll see people on Twitter. Be like, really? 16 inches of snow? Hashtag fuck my life. It's like, really, dude? Yeah, it does tend to snow a little bit in the Rocky Mountains. So you have fun shoveling, I'm going to the beach. Then you got people in the tornado areas. These fucking idiots. They live in these tornado areas, and you always watch the news, and they're like, I can't believe a tornado came through, devastated the entire community. The entire town is devastated due to the tornado. I cannot believe a tornado came through and devastated the entire town. You live in a place called Tornado Alley. It was just a matter of time before your double wide got swept up and went with Dorothy and Toto to see the wizard. Oh, man. And then you got my favorite group of people. People in the hurricane areas. You know, I mean, and these people. And I understand hurricanes are tragic. People die, and it's terrible, but fuck them. You know, you got these people in hurricane areas, you know, they have an entire season. An entire hurricane season. An entire season dedicated to death and destruction, and they don't fucking leave. You know? They don't fucking leave. Like, if somebody came to me and like, hey, Jonas, you know, January and February is death and destruction season in Los Angeles, I'd be like, cool, I'll see you in March. You know? But they don't fucking leave, man. They don't fucking leave. And and here's the best part, man. These hurricane people, they're so fucking stupid. They don't fucking leave, right? And here's the deal about the hurricanes. Hurricanes are the only natural disaster that give you like a 7 to 10 day heads up to get the fuck out of Dodge, and they still don't fucking leave. You don't get that with an earthquake, you don't get that with a tsunami, you don't get it with a tornado. No, you get like a week and a half to get the fuck out of town, and they stay fucking there, right? Like you'll be watching the news, and they're like, Ace Reporter live on the scene from Hurricane Death. Hurricane Death will be making landfall in 7 days. Everyone needs to evacuate right now. Hurricane Death will be here 6 days. 5 days from now, Hurricane Death will be here. 4 days from now, 3 days from now, 2 days from now, 1 day. Tomorrow, Hurricane Death will make landfall, right? And then they always cut to some interview with some stupid fucking redneck who won't fucking leave. Right? They're like, sir, Hurricane Death will make landfall tomorrow. How come you haven't evacuated? And he's like, well, this is my home, so I think, I'm just gonna ride this one out. As you can see, I got some sandbags. Got a piece of plywood on the window there, and I even spray painted a message on the plywood. It says, "Hurricane, please stay away." So we're just gonna ride this one out, man. And then you cut the next day, the hurricane hits, fucking devastation everywhere, dude. The fucking place is demolished. Everybody's dead. The houses are gone, and they're interviewing the same fucking redneck. And he's like, oh my God, I can't believe it's all gone. Oh my God, my house is gone. My family's dead, my house is gone, my car is gone. Oh, I can't believe the hurricane. I really would have thought a piece of plywood would have stopped an entire ocean. Oh God, I can't believe this happened. Oh man, the hurricane took it. I guess it's just all part of God's plan. Really? And you guys ever notice these natural disasters, these people are real fucking religious? Which is fine, do what the fuck you want to do, I don't give a shit. But I'm sorry, if me losing my family, all my shit, and my home is all part of God's plan, that's where me and God part fucking ways. That's it. That's why I go up to God and I'm like, hey God, been a good run, but fuck you. I'm gonna start running with the devil. And I would too, man. I would run with the devil. I would go to his house and knock on his door and I'd be like, yo, Satan! You want to come to the door for a minute? Yeah, it's me, Jonas, man. Yeah, come to the door. Yeah, look, dude, I'm really sorry about those things I said about you in Sunday school, being evil. That was my parents talking, I said, hey, can you come out to the door? And the devil come out to the door and he'd be like, what do you want? Don't ask me why the devil sounds like Darth Vader. He just does. So I'd be like, look, devil, here's the deal. God took all my shit. So I was wondering if you might be able to help me out. And the devil would be like, what would you like me to do? I'd be like, well, for starters, I got no family, no car, no nothing. I got no home. So maybe a house, a place to live. House would be great. Could I get a house from you, devil? And the devil would be like, I will give you a new home. But in return, you will give me your soul. I'd be like, oh, fuck, dude. That's kind of like crazy, I get a house, but he gets my soul. I get a house, but he gets my soul. My house, I get a house, he gets my soul, a house for my soul, and then I think about it and I'd be like, well, that's a way better interest rate than the bank's offering right now. Where do I sign, devil? I would. I'd give you a devil mortgage in a fucking heartbeat, man. I would. Oh, I'm trying to drink the microphone. Oh man, but you know, and I see some of you like, you know, like looking at me. You're kind of apprehensive, like you're gonna get struck by lightning or some shit. You're like, how can you say those things about God, Mr. Devil Man? Mr. Tattooed Jokester Devil Man. How do you say those things about God? Don't you believe in God, Mr. Devil Man? Don't you believe in God? Yeah, I believe in God, right? I just happen to refer to him as Jack Daniels. Two, please. No, man, but I got some questions about God. Like, I don't think God was as almighty and all-powerful as you think he might have been. I don't think he was this almighty, powerful being that, you know, so many things. For a couple of reasons. One, God's only son, Jesus, was a carpenter. So you're telling me you're God, and the best job you can get for your kid is fucking construction worker? You know? I mean, I'm not ripping on the trades, dude. I spent a lot of years on job sites myself. But come on, I'm thinking son of God. I'm thinking porn star, NASCAR driver, NFL quarterback, center fielder, you know, for the Yankees, something, anything cool, you know, something cool. Neurosurgeon, anything, you know? Not fucking carpenter, give me a fucking break. Hey, here's another reason I don't think God was as almighty as you think. Jesus was a carpenter. Did you know Jesus was non-union? Yeah. So you're telling me you're God. You created the earth, the sun, the moon, and the stars, but you can't get your kid in the fucking union? You know? Even my dad got me in the union, and he wasn't fucking God. No, man, I just, you know, and that's the thing, you know, we all know Jesus was a carpenter, right? So I got a couple questions about him, too. Like, Jesus was a carpenter. So do you think that, when they were marching him up there, he critiqued the craftsmanship of the cross? You know, do you think they were marching up there? And he's like, yo, hold the fuck up. You call this a cross? This thing is way out of plumb, way the fuck out of square, way out of level. You need to find somebody to build this right, or you ain't nailing me shit. You know? So do you think he called out Pontius Pilate? You think he was all like, yo, Pontius, get your punk ass down. Don't ask me why Jesus sounds like a rapper. He just does. So, you know, maybe Pontius comes down and he's like, yo, what's up, Jesus? And Jesus is like, hey, dude, this cross you got going on here, this fucking thing's all fucked up, man. I mean, the angles are fucked up, it's out of plumb, it's out of where, you know. You need to find somebody to build it right. And Pontius would be like, well, we gotta do that, it's gonna take forever. And Jesus would be like, it's cool, you know, I have an eternity, you know. So, you know, maybe they rebuild it, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they rebuild it, and Jesus is looking at it, and he's like, nah, that, my friends, that's a fucking cross. Look at the craftsmanship. That is a beautiful cross. Any man would be proud to be nailed at that. You got your hammers? Start swinging. And I'll see you fuckers at Easter. And for those of you who don't know why I mentioned Easter there, in case you don't know, that's the day that Jesus rose from the grave, saw his own shadow, turned into a chocolate bunny, and that's why we celebrate with Marshmallow Pete's. And I see some of you are still doubting me. Like some of you here. Like, and the funny thing is, it's like, you're all here to see me, and you still get shocked at the shit I fucking say. Y'all fucking know me, man. You're like, Jesus Christ, we're gonna burn. We're gonna burn tonight. I'm like, yeah, so gives a shit, you know? But you know, and I see a lot of people like, how can you say those things about God and Jesus, Mr. Devil Man? Mr. Devil Tattoo Joke Man? How do you say those things? Don't you believe in heaven? Don't you want to go to heaven? Like, yeah, I want to go to heaven, but it all depends on what you think heaven is, right? Like, if heaven's a place full of people that don't smoke, don't fuck, don't drink, don't swear, these are not a bunch of people I want to spend eternity with. You know what I'm saying? That's just it, you know? And to me, heaven is what you make it like, you know, to me, my vision of heaven is, it looks a lot like Hawaii, right? And like, there's a beach, and there's palm trees, and like, my girlfriend's there, and like, all my friends are there, and it's open bar all the time. And, you know, so basically, Basically, it's a lot like my life now. But with one big difference, and this is how I'll know I'll be in heaven, right? So I'll be sitting there on the beach with my chick, right? And she'll be like, hey, do you see that group of really attractive 21-year-old girls over there? Like, yeah, I see them. She's like, you know, if you have sex with all of them, I won't get mad. Hallelujah! That's when we know we're in the promised land there, bro. That's when we reach heaven. But sometimes I wonder if heaven's like the traditional sense, you know, like you read about, you know, in the sci-fi thing, the Bible. Like you know, yeah, oh, we're burning. You know, I wonder if heaven's like the traditional sense where you go, you know, the pearly gates and you see the Saint Peter or Pedro for our Latin friends. You know, and I wonder if there's like you get up there before Saint Peter and like there's like an interview process. Like you get there and St. Peter's like, oh, hey, Jonas, how's it going? Yeah, pull up a cloud, grab a seat, you know. And, you know, you're sitting there at the interview with St. Peter and he's like, hey, look, here's the deal. Got your sin sheet right here. So we're just gonna not go over everything. We're just gonna go over some of the highlights and let me know if anything's incorrect so we can push this process forward. I'll be like, yeah, Pete, shoot, what do you got? And he'll be like, did you once steal a car from a guy in the hospital and drive to Denver and purchase prostitutes? Yep, I did that one. Okay, yeah, we got that one down. Okay, cool, yeah, I'm being honest with you, man. We're in the tree of trust, you know, that thing. Okay, cool, I got another one here. Did you once have a threesome with 2 strippers and then steal all the money out of their purses? Yes, I did, but in my defense, if I didn't steal their money, I wouldn't have been able to buy more cocaine. So, you know, what are you going to do? Okay. Yeah, no, it's cool. It's weird. It's a conference, you know, not judging. Yeah, what else you got, Pete? Well, have you, on several occasions, lied under oath in court to avoid jail time? Fucking absolutely I have. Okay, you know, yeah, 1,000,000 times. You know, okay. All right, cool. So, yeah, these are just the highlights we're going on. So, I spoke with God before you came in tonight, and we looked at your sins and all that shit, and we decided to forgive you. And I'm like, all right, how's this work now? Like, I get fitted for wings and hit the open bar? Or like, I decided, he's like, not so fast. There is one we can't forgive. What the fuck are you talking about? The drugs, the hookers, the stealing car. I mean, you forgave all that, but what can't you forgive? We're looking here. Did you get a mortgage from the devil after a hurricane a few years back? Yeah, no, we can't do that. So, you have a nice trip to hell, and you tell Hitler we said hi. Yeah, I can see people really uncomfortable right now. That's just fucking awesome. Yeah, dude. You know, and people ask me when I say this stuff on stage, like, how can you say those things about God and Jesus and religion? How can you say those things? Look, if God didn't want me saying them, He wouldn't have put them in my fucking head and sent me to Hollywood to preach the good word. Can I get an amen? Yeah, baby, Hollywood. I love living in Hollywood, man. I do. I live right down the street off Hollywood Boulevard, you know. And the best part about living off Hollywood Boulevard is I can get up in the morning, hit Hollywood Boulevard. I can say good morning to Spider-Man and Optimus Prime and Charlie Chaplin and a saggy tit Madonna, you know. And that's cool, you know, and then there's a lot of stuff to do on Hollywood Boulevard. Like if I need some clothes, you know, I want to do some shopping, there's a lot of great stores on Hollywood Boulevard, you know, I can stop in, get some clothes, whatever. If I get hungry, a ton of great restaurants, you know, stop in somewhere, get a great lunch, have a drink, whatever. And just when I think my day on Hollywood Boulevard cannot get any better, I will walk out of that restaurant. And I'll see the most beautiful woman I have ever seen in my life whip out her dick and piss all over the sidewalk. Yeah, tranny town. Yeah, baby. Yeah, you know, I know when you think Hollywood, you're like, oh, glitz and glamour. Oh, we got that, and we got a whole lot more. You know? And I gotta hand it to the LA trannies, man. I gotta hand it to them, because, you know, I'm not gay or nothing, but they're fucking hot, you know? They're fucking hot, man. And it's funny because, like, they still fool me. You know, like, I've been here a lot of years, and, like, you know, you gotta get up close and personal and, like, scratch and sniff that shit, just to make sure that you're dealing with, right? You know, because you go anywhere else in the country, you know, D.C., New York, Chicago, whatever, the trannies all look like Shrek, right? But not in L.A., them dudes are fucking hot. That's all I gotta say. And the thing about living in L.A. with the trannies, every group of guys out there has at least one friend who's got a tranny encounter story. And if you don't have a friend that has a story, odds are you're the motherfucker with the story. And you just don't want to share it, you know? And I got, the guy I moved out here with, my old roommate, he had a training kind of story. And I know some of you are like, oh yeah, your roommate, really? Was your roommate? Look, it was. I have no shame. If it was me, I would tell you, you know? But I'm not stupid enough to not sample the merchandise before I fucking buy it. You know, you gotta walk up and be like, hey, you're hot. Oh, no, you're not. So, we go out drinking one night. We kind of get separated, you know, you go out drinking with your friends, you get separated sometimes, and fuck it, I'm just gonna go home. And he didn't make it home, whatever, I think I love it. And so next morning, you know, I'm sitting on the couch having a nice cup of morning vodka, and he comes home, and he's got this look on his face, like he might have got laid, but he's not quite sure how he feels about it, you know? And the only way I can describe that face is, ladies, you drunk ladies out here, maybe you can help me out with this one. Ladies, you know how when you go out and get drunk, and you black out, and you wake up naked in a strange guy's bed? Trust me, I've seen the look a million times. And you gotta ask him if you fucked him. You know? Don't act like you haven't been there, girls. You know, and I've seen that look, and it's like you wake up, and the chick's like, hey, good morning. Good morning. Hey, I just want to know, I know I'm naked and everything, but like, did we have sex last night? Yeah, we fucked all night long. Oh, okay, yeah, I can't believe it happened again. Oh, God. I wish I liked my father more. Oh, God, I'm such a whore. So anyway, he's got that look, you know. He comes walking in, and I'm like, hey, dude, what the fuck happened to you last night? What's up? He's like, well, you know, I met this chick. And I'm like, oh, fuck, right on, dude, tell me more. What happened? He's like, well, we hit it off and went and got a hotel room. And I'm like, oh, right on. I'm like, tell me more. Did you get very far? And he's all like, well, we went to the hotel room and started fooling around. Okay. He's like, well, took her pants off and she had a dick. And I'm like, oh, fuck, dude. Fuck, what did you do, dude? Did you kick its ass? I mean, what the fuck did you do, you know? Well, what did you do? She had a dick. What did you do? And he's like, well, the room was already paid for. Great. Now I gotta get a new roommate. Yeah, dude, LA's fun, isn't it? Yeah, but you know what? As much as I love living here, I love being on the road too. And recently I was on the road. I had some gigs in Hawaii, down in Maui. And I know you're all like, oh, what's your roughness? You're Canadian. How'd you go to Maui? Oh, man. But before you start thinking, all I did was sit by the pool and drink daiquiris all day. I'll have you know that I had to sober up for an hour every night to tell jokes. It ain't all fast cars and pretty girls, people. Sometimes I gotta work for my money. So anyway, I was sitting by the pool drinking daiquiris. And you know when you go to these resorts, they got like the drink menus, you know, all the exotic tropical drinks that they have. And they have, you know, the margaritas, Mai Tais, and all that bullshit. And at the bottom of the menu, I kid you fucking not, after the show, I'll tell you the name of the fucking hotel. I can't say it on the taping because I don't want to get sued. But I'm telling you, they had a drink. I kid you not. They had a drink called a fucking Pearl Harbor. A Pearl Harbor. Exactly. That's what I thought. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? A drink. When did it become okay to take tragic moments in American history and turn them into fruity rum drinks? You know, both my grandfathers fought in World War II. Be rolling in their grave right now. You know, fucking drink called Pearl Harbor. I'm like, you fucking made me sick. Fucking pissed me off. You know, I'm like, what the fucking asshole bar is this? This is bullshit. Fucking, and then I started thinking, if you're gonna have a drink called Pearl Harbor, why not a whole drink menu of American tragedy? You know? Wouldn't it be something? You walk into a place, let me get a couple Pearl Harbors. You know, tell the bartender, hey, get a couple Pearl Harbors. See what my friends want here. My friends want to know, hey, what's in the school shooting? And the bartender will be like, oh, you'll love it. It's a lot like a bloody. Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. We'll do a couple Pearl Harbors, a couple school shootings. My friends want to try the Kennedy assassination. What's in that? Weird thing is, nobody really knows. I can tell you this, it's only served by the shot. And depending on how you're feeling, you might want one shooter or two. Okay, cool. You know, we'll do a couple Pearl Harbors, you know, a couple school shootings, a couple Kennedy assassinations. Hey, what's in the Great Depression? Nothing. It's just a big empty glass. Served, you know. Yeah, it's really good. And all right, cool. Yeah, we're gonna do Pearl Harbor, school shootings, Kennedy assassination. Okay, hold on. Let me see my chick was. What was I gonna ask? Yeah, she'd like the 9/11. Yeah. I'm sorry. I hope to God they never, ever have a drink called the 9/11, because you know that shit would taste like jet fuel. And I see some of y'all getting bit with the too soon. Oh, too soon. Too soon. Look, for one, fuck off. I didn't blow the fucking towers up. You know. For two, I had you at Pearl Harbor, you're like, yeah, okay, so that tells me there's a 70-year window I have to start making these jokes. But then it's going to be too late, right? 70 years from now, you're going to walk into a bar, fucking go up, hey, let me get a 9/11. And the bartender would be like, I don't know how to make that. And I'd be like, well, that's a shame, because a good bartender would never forget. And I can't wait to get stabbed by ex-service personnel after the show. Oh man, but 9/11, we got to talk about it. We do. And because a lot of people, they think it's a conspiracy. A lot of people think it was a terrorist. I really don't care what you think about it. It's not your fucking show. So, you know, here's the deal. I gotta believe the terrorists did it. For just one reason. One reason. When you watch the documentaries about 9/11, when they say the terrorists did it, they always interview educated people, professors, PhDs, people, astrophysics, people, masters in their field. They're like, sir, tell us what happened on 9/11. And you'd be like, well, as you can see, when the first plane collided with the South Tower, the jet fuel ignited, causing a 10,000 degree temperature, which is the melting point of mild steel. It's only 2,800 degrees, just causing structural failure. Don't ask me why smart people sound British. They just do. Like, you know. Okay, and you're watching it, you're like, wow, this guy's got like 27 degrees, he's backing it up with facts, you know? And then you watch the conspiracy theory documentaries, right? They don't interview PhDs, they don't interview physicists, they don't interview structural engineers, they interview Vinny the construction worker from Brooklyn. You know? And they're like, sir, do you think 9/11 was an inside job? You're fucking right. Sure, tell us why you feel that way. I've been doing demo in this town 30 fucking years. I've never seen no shit like that. Yeah, that's gotta be a fucking inside job. So I'm gonna tell you right fucking now, I got 2 words for you. CIA, George Bush. Yeah, I got 2 words for you. Go fuck yourself. Because that's how those fucking people talk. People from back east, you know, from New York. You know, that's not, and there's a ton of them out here, right? And I don't mind, you know, whatever, but like, sometimes they piss me off because all they want to talk about is back east. You know, that's all they want to fucking talk about. Like you know, back east, it don't work like, you know, back east, that's not how we do, you know, back east. This is how you know what the best part about back east is? It's fucking back east. This is California, shut the fuck up. Yeah, right here. So, you know, and my favorite too is like, so, I mean, I party with a lot of them, but sometimes they get fucking cocky. You ever hear this one from somebody from like New York, back east? You ever get this bullshit? You ever like, hey man, you want me for a drink tomorrow? Yeah, let's meet for a drink tomorrow. What time? I don't know, 8 o'clock? You know, back east, we don't even go out drinking until fucking midnight. We're so fucking cool. We don't go out that night till the next fucking day. Right here. You know? But that's, they're fucking, and I'm trying to get beat up by New York people tonight, so whatever. But that's what makes LA great. We got all sorts of different people here, and I love doing shows here. And the other night I had a gig in Burbank, right? And I had this gig in Burbank, and the funny thing is, everybody's lighting up my Twitter and my texts and my Facebook. They're like, dude, see you playing Burbank tonight, bro. See you playing Burbank. I know you like to drink. Be careful, dude, because the cops in Burbank, if you're drinking and driving, they're fucking assholes, bro. They're fucking assholes. Don't be fucking around in Burbank drinking and driving. Them cops are fucking assholes, bro. No, I don't be. If you're drinking, if you're driving drunk in Burbank, don't be fucking around. Them cops are fucking assholes, man. And I'm like, hey, cool. I appreciate the heads up that the cops in Burbank are assholes if you're driving drunk. As opposed to cities that condone and encourage drunk driving. Just once, I'd like to throw up on Facebook or Twitter, but hey, where are you playing tonight? Studio City. And I'd love to hear, oh, bro, you are gonna love Studio City. Check this out. You can get as fucking drunk as you want, right? Driving up and down Ventura Boulevard, smashing into shit, but that's not the best part, right? Check this out. If the cops pull you over and you're too fucked up to drive, they give you a free line of cocaine so you can straight down and make it home. I want that fucking gig. Oh man, but if you're drinking and driving, you're going to jail. I'm sure a lot of you are going to go tonight, I don't want to jinx you, but, come on, we're all adults, you fucking know better. But, you're going to go to jail. I got a lot of buddies in jail right now. A lot of them locked up for this or that, and I know I need different friends. But anyway, a lot of my friends in jail right now. And I realized recently, do you guys know what the #1 crime in America is right now? No, I'll tell you what it is. Not murder, not rape, it's not drugs, any of that shit. The #1 crime in America right now is bullshit. It's bullshit. Because every time one of my buddies calls me from jail, and I ask them what they're in there for, they're like, oh man, they got me on some bullshit. Oh man, I'm up in here on some bullshit. Really? Dude, I make a fucking living bullshitting and telling fucking jokes. Now I'm gonna leave the club tonight. Were you on the stage bullshitting? Yeah, cuff me up. Everybody on some bullshit. Yeah, man, they got me on some bullshit. And I'm like, okay, cool, maybe the judge was a piece of shit, the lawyer's a piece of shit, but they got you on bullshit, but are you sure? Are you sure? The kilo of coke and the gun in the trunk of your car had nothing to do with it. No? Okay, cool, they got you on some bullshit. And then you're on bullshit. Okay, are you sure? Are you sure? The fact that you stabbed a guy in the leg in a parking lot of Chili's didn't have nothing to do with it. No? Oh, they got you on some bullshit. But yeah, dude, everybody's in there on bullshit. All my friends are fucking locked up. And my favorite is some of them are in there doing serious time, right? They're doing a lot of fucking years, this ain't overnight, this doing time. And they'll write me and tell me that they're working on their college degrees in jail. I'm like, hey, cool, I'm all, make the best of your time, make yourself a better person, do what you gotta do. But then I start thinking, I'm like, what the fuck do you really think you're gonna do with your jail degree? The workplace is hard enough as it is. You're competing with people from Harvard and UCLA and DeVry. Fucking, What the fuck are you gonna do with your jail degree? What the fuck? And how does that interview go? How does that interview go? You go rolling in the interview with your jail degree and your fucking neck tattoos? they're like, oh yeah, so I see you did your bachelor's at San Quentin. Okay, great. See you master's degree from Pelican Bay. And I see here too, you got your PhD from Folsom, is that right? Well, you know, I wasn't gonna hire you, T-Dog, but you know, because I got people in the lobby from Harvard, UCLA, and DeVry. But after looking at your resume and see that you graduated magna cum shank me, how's $100,000 a year sound? No, man, I talk shit about my friends in jail, and I don't want to act like I'm above it, like like I'm better than going to jail, like I've never been. But I can tell you this right now, I've been in jail, but I learned the very, very, very fourth time I was there, it's not a place for me, right? Because in case y'all haven't noticed, I'm kind of pretty. So being locked in a cage with a bunch of horny black guys is really not my idea of a good time, man. Yeah. But I remember my first time in jail. You never forget your first time in jail. It's like getting your driver's license, or you graduate high school, or the first time your buddy called to help bury a body. You just won't forget this shit. And I remember my first time in jail was like July 4th, 1998, up in Minneapolis, Minnesota, right? I'm up there, and I was tending bar, at a place up there, and I had a few drinks on my shift, like you do when you're tending bar. And after my shift, me and my buddy were gonna go meet another friend, another bar, So hey, grab a couple of road beers, jump in the truck, or excuse me, the car, and he's like, and people are like, oh, what are you drinking beer in a car for? I'm like, because you can't fit a bottle of Jack in a cup holder, so you gotta go with the beer, So, at the time, I was driving this 1974 Chevy Nova SS, completely refurbished, chrome 350 engine, so just one of those immaculate old muscle cars, just a beautiful, beautiful ride. And I can see some of the women out here, and they're like, oh, the only guys who have those kind of cars, are guys with little dicks. And all I gotta say to that is, you're absolutely right. If you're fishing with a small pole, you need big bait, So anyway, we get in the car, we're at a stoplight, right? And my buddy looks over at me, he's like, this thing's a pussy car. This thing ain't got no balls. So I'm ready to shake it off, I'm like, yeah, whatever. But Jack Daniels was having none of it. Because all I heard was Jack Daniels go to me, go, you gonna let that son of a bitch talk to you like that? Or you gonna show this faggot who's boss? Damn right, Jack. Time to plumb this son of a bitch up. So I'm like, all right, really? So the light turns green, drop the hammer, hit about 75, 80 miles an hour. Problem is, going into a turn, it says clearly 15 miles an hour only. Hit a few signs, hit a wall, a few trees, spin all over the freeway, right? Now the car's basically totaled. We have beer spilled everywhere in the fucking car, right? So I tell the guy, my buddy, thought was my buddy, I'm like, hey, bro, just, when the cops get here, tell them a red car ran me off the road. And he's like, why is it gotta be a red car? Why can't it be a blue car? I'm like, I don't have time to argue with you about the color of the fake fucking car. Just get our fucking story straight, because the cops are fucking coming, right? So the cops show up, right? Cops show up. And I don't know if it's just me or when you get in those situations where you fucked up, why do you try to act like some sort of super outstanding citizen? Because the cops pull up and I was like, hey, officer, I'm glad you're here. I just called you. I'm glad you came, man. Here's the deal. Because there is some crazy motherfuckers on the road tonight. Yeah, here's the deal, man. I was we're going on our way to church, a little prayer, right? And this crazy red sports car, just cut me off. I didn't get a license plate. He's going so fast. And so, he cut me off, and that's why I hit those signs and that wall and those trees. Cop's like, okay, why are you covered in beer? And then you ever have one of those epiphanies, like a moment that you just think you're so fucking smart to answer somebody's question? He's like, why are you covered in beer? And I'm like, what was this? I'm like, well, you see, officer, I'm a bartender there, the place is over there. And right before my shift was over, I was changing a keg, and it blew up on me. Yeah, right? I'm like, fuck yeah, I got this, dude. Yeah, I'm like, this fucking pig is never gonna outsmart me. And he's like, hey, that's a really, really good story. He goes, I'm not buying a fucking minute of it. I'm like, all right. So, you know, we do all the fucking road tests, whatever this, and now he's like, have a seat in the back of the car. Cool. He gets in the car, he's like, I just want to let you know, I'm placing you under arrest for DUI, and I'm taking you to jail. And the first time you go to jail, you really don't think you're going to jail. You just think they're going to take you home, make your mom sign a note, and they're going to, you know, and that's just, you know, that's just, you think it's going to happen, right? So I'm like, yeah, whatever, dude. So we're driving. We get to the station, and he's got me cuffed up, and we go into the station, right? And they take my picture. And I'm like, well, hey, man, free headshots. You know, cool. So then they fingerprint me, and I'm like, well, this could come in handy if we're missing one day. You know, doing me a favor, right? And then they take you to the jail, and the reality doesn't hit you. The reality does not hit you, and so they put you in that cell, and the door makes that Law and Order. You know, I know a lot of Raider fans are here, so you know the sound. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, there's the clunk, and then you realize who you're in there with. Jail's where they keep murderers and fucking thieves, not drunk bartenders. You know? So I'm in there. 4th of July, I'm the only white motherfucker in there. Right? That's it. I'm the only white motherfucker in there. Right? And so I'm sitting there, like, on the floor, just sitting there, and I'm trying to like look all hard, like I'm like an assassin. I'm all like, you know. And so I'm sitting there in jail, right? And all of a sudden, this big motherfucking black guy starts coming towards me. And when I say big, you know Debo from Friday? Way bigger than this motherfucker, dude. I mean, like, he must have been 9'6", 700 pounds, you know. He starts coming at me, towards me, and I'm like, this cannot end well, because he's way bigger than I am, and I don't have any lube, you know? So he comes up to me, he's like, yo, white boy, what you in here for? And I mean, I'm in jail, I gotta think of something quick, dude. I don't look like a little bitch, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I look at him, I'm like, I just killed a man tonight to watch him die. And he's like, for real? I'm like, no, dog, I'm just fucking with you. I got a DUI, bro, you know? He's like, that white boy crazy. He's a funny motherfucker. So I get to talking with him. I can't remember his name. It was something Blade, Dog, whatever the fuck it was. Anyway, you know, he's all tatted up and everything, so I get to talking with him. Pretty cool. So I'm dying to know what he's in there for. I'm dying, you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, bro, if you don't mind me asking, what are you in here for? He's like, you really want to know? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, yeah, I think so. So your white ass really want to know what I'm in here for? Maybe not, but like, yeah, I do, you know. Yeah, but I mean, I'm dying to know. I'm like, dude, what are you in here for? You know, he's like, man, tell you the truth, they got me on some bullshit. I'm Jonas Garvin. You guys have been a lot of fun. Thanks for coming out. Deuces for Pops. Get well soon. I am out of here. Jonas Garvin!
I don't think I have a voice anymore. Where's that fucking bottle at, bro? Good stuff. Oh, man. That was a fucking long night. How long was that?
Yeah, Kennedy shots. Is
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us tonight at the famous Amalfi Hollywood. We're pretty sure the after party is next door at Amalfi because it's like 20 steps away.
Fuck, dude, I pulled it
Doors
off.
open over there.
You know, old man in the fucking hospital and everything.
And as always, have a safe drive home.
How was it? Good. Is it alright? Yeah. I need to, like, take my man bone out. I need to put some goddamn fucking shit in here. There's bobby pins. Great. Fuck, dude.
I know you're past your limits, sir.
Yeah, it's alright.
But, you know, doing this in round.
Let's get drunk. Bob, that was for you. If you live through this, you get to watch this. But right now, just get well, dude. Get well. Cedars and get well. And that was the old man. Thank you guys, dude.
Oh, thank you, man.
Thank you guys again, man. Yeah, that one was for Dad. I cannot believe I didn't fucking lose my shit up there. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, not even 24 hours away from the old man's stroke. Went well, man. It was good. Brett Favre. Fuck the Packers. Fuck. How long was it? An hour?
An hour. A little less.
Do me a favor, dude. Can you grab that set list when you're back in?
It's about 50.
Really?
So,
It seemed like I forgot something.
You'll probably look at your paper go.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, it always seems like I forgot something.
Yeah, if you're doing 45 or 50 or...
You always forget something.
Yeah, I mean,
I forgot something on the last one, dude.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm like, motherfucker. And that's the thing, dude. You're never happy.
Yeah.
You know? There was one show I did in Vegas where I legitimately came off stage and I'm like, that was all right. But even tonight, I'm like, I forgot something. Something's fucked up. They didn't laugh. I didn't hit this one right, you know?
Not easy being a perfectionist in this business,
Oh,
man.
thanks, bud. Just put that by the bag and,
Yeah.
and I need to smoke.
I thought it was great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah,
Give
of
it a shot.
course. Sure, but you have people that want to do an interview with you.
Okay, I'll be out there in
Do
a
you guys
sec.
all want to meet them? It's
You know, you
Optimistic
guys
Media
want to-
Group. They're going to do like a special on you, I think.
It's
we'll
whatever.
go out there
I
and
just
do it.
like the fact that you're like, give me that bottle. I got things to do. You're like, yes. Yeah. Woo!
Fuck, I'll take this motherfucker out of the lobby.
I'll
man,
mess
so I don't give a
around.
shit.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna go smoke. Well, hey, before we all roll out there,
Go
we'll
back.
go out there and smoke.
Go back, give him a couple minutes.
Hang on to
Yeah,
this.
absolutely. Take your time. Take your time.
Fuck.
That was good.
Yeah, it's good to see you again.
All right, Jack Daniels.
Anyone else?
Good job.
Yeah, that'll do it. Well, that's why you gotta let it go. Yes, my career was we're going now. We're going to go back. I lived in Jersey for 3 years. It wasn't good. Yeah, but I've been to the city a million times. But like, it's